In the October 16 edition of the 2017 Union Bulletin, Carlene Ponte wrote, "Dogs can be beloved family members, providers of unconditional love, and tireless helpers, so it makes sense that their intelligence and abilities are employed in assisting a variety of human conditions. For example, service dogs help people who have diseases and disabilities, both visible and invisible." The following footage portrays the accounts of students with service animals in the Walla Walla Valley.
This is my dog Kenda. She is my service dog and she is 2 years old. She's a golden retriever. I trained her myself. I got her when she was 9 weeks old. Kenda she's a goofball. Oh my goodness. She is so silly. When she gets all hyper and excited, she will put her head on the ground and her shoulder on the ground and her rear end in the air, and it's like, okay, you silly dog.
So Mocha's not here because she's busy having puppies right now. Mocha is a 2-year-old standard poodle. She's my medical alert dog. She was trained by me, so that means that I spent over 750 hours working with her. I chose a breeding dog, and the dog I wanted was a breeding dog, so I trained that dog to be my service dog. When Mocha was a puppy, she was the definition of crazy. Other dogs that lived at the breeder's home who the breeders who own the program, they learned how to pick up a toy and they would hold a toy in their mouth in front of their face so that Mocha would bite the toy instead of them. She was an insane puppy.
Kenda does what's known as mobility assistance for me. So she does things like opening and closing doors or pressing buttons on automatic opening doors. She also picks stuff up for me. She also will put laundry in the washer or the dryer. And if I need to stand and I don't have something to stand with, then I can lean on her somewhat. There's a program in Milton Freewater. It's called Heritage Service Dogs, and they have a program that you can go through yourself to help you train your service dog, to help you teach your dog how to do certain tasks, and also so that you have a knowledge of the laws that concern service dogs.
So when Mocha's on duty, for her it means that she's wearing a vest and we're out in public and she needs to use her public access manners. Medical alert dogs are never entirely off duty, but they're not always right at your side. And so for me, when Mocha is on duty, it means that she's wearing her vest and we're standing next together and or I need her to be working for me at that second, so please don't touch my dog type thing. And off duty just means we're at home, she can run around, whatever, but she still almost always will come up to me and alert me even if I'm downstairs in my room and she's upstairs.
So there's the good thing about having Kenda, she's a bit of an icebreaker. She sort of makes the disability, since I have a visible disability, invisible, and that's nice. I mean, people will come up and talk to me and they'll say, "Oh my goodness, you have such a beautiful dog." That's the question I get, or the statement I get most often from random people, whereas before I had Kenda, the question or statement I got most often was, "What is wrong with you?" And so it's really nice that she mitigates the visible difference of having a disability. But then also on the flip side is people will take that too far and they'll just talk to her or just talk about her, and it's like, do you see me at all, or just the dog? I know she's pretty, but I would like to be noticed too. So it's a balancing act, and it's different with each person that approaches us. People kind of tend to think that you can just walk up to the service dog and start petting them, but yeah, I'm sorry. Don't do that, please. It's a distraction. I mean, legally, she's considered medical equipment, like a walker or a wheelchair. So would you want to put your hands on someone else's walker or wheelchair? Although people do that, so.
I go places with Mocha every once in a while because I have a cyclical disability, which means that I'm not disabled all the time. Doesn't mean that I'm not disabled. So because I don't have my dog with me all the time, people often get confused and or annoyed, and they will come up to me and tell me straight to my face, "You're faking. You don't have a disability. I saw you without your dog." So because of this, I am very, very cautious about how I react to people when I have my dog and where I do and don't take my dog, but it's fairly unavoidable sometimes. My general response to people is that a service dog mitigates a disability. When your disability is not mitigated, you simply have a disability. The best way to approach someone with a service dog is to just approach them and ignore the service dog. A lot of people will come up to me and ask, "What does your dog do?" Well, it's a medical alert dog. No, I mean, what does your dog do? Like I said, it's a medical alert dog. No, I mean, what's your problem? Which of my 597,000 do you want to know about? A service dog means to me freedom to be able to go places and do things that I would not normally choose to do. And there could be a whole bunch of reasons for that, and some of them could be utterly absurd, but having Mocha and knowing that she could do something about it if I needed her to makes it possible for me to go do things when I might otherwise not.